whole new day in the Beetle universe. The same day, but it's not. It's all over my place. I've been ignoring it for a while, but I have to check it. And it's... Good day, Beetle Universe! Again, we're here to continue the story of Oro, the Orosites. So, if you have not watched it yet, you can click the link on the description below so you can watch our episode 1 of the Oro, the Orosite series. But in this episode, we're gonna continue the story of Oro the Orosites, but we'll get to that in a bit. As you can see, I have lots of plastic containers, tubs, and other kinds of containers for plants, soil, or another decomposing materials. As you can see, this is a containers for my plants. And as you know, in the last video, I have a compost pit right over here. And that is where I found Oro the Orosites. But little didn't I know, or little I didn't know, there's something down there. In this pot of paint, I quickly grab it because I saw that there are some frass pellets of a larvae. What could be it? As I remember, I didn't have any larvae in that tub. This is Oro, the Orosites. So the story of Oro the Orosites has begun to reach to my mind that his brothers or her sisters could be in the backyard somewhere in the tubs. Could it be their mother flown from another tub to the compost pit and to another tub to lay some eggs? Or Oro is just lost? We're gonna find it. We're gonna find out what's behind the question. So please bear with us as we unravel the mystery of Oro and his family. We're gonna watch the whole new story of Oro the Orosites and the rise of the Oro Empire. Oro is now a pupae, but it has a lot of questions back in my mind, but like the question, why is he only one in that compost pit? So I tried to check the other tubs because that's my question, where are his family? But you can see, seems like I found it. So we just wait and we're gonna show you in a little bit. As we know, Orosites can lay up to 50 eggs per mate. That's a lot of eggs. It depends on the situation of the larvae, on where does it been laying eggs. But as we know, I have a lot of compost soil in my backyard, So it's a good place for the larvae to lay eggs or for the beetle to lay eggs. So for Oro the Orosites, looks like he has some brothers and sisters in here somewhere. So I have to check it. That's why I have been looking to this tub. As you can see, the tub is in a great color for the larvae, so I quickly get it. And as I get it, I saw some fresh pellets of the Orosites, so I checked it. And gladly did I checked it. But in the past, as you know, there are some fly larvae in that kind of tub. That's why I put a lot of insect killer in that tub, in this tub, back in the days. So I'm quite unsure if there's larvae inside because they could have been killed by the insect killer. As we wait again, please bear with us. Comment down below if you like this video now. Press like. And in that day, I pick up the tub and I have decided to open it. So I have the materials. What I'm gonna need is bunch of plastic containers for the larvae, for inspection of course if there's an infection among those larvae, because I'm not sure what's inside. I quickly grab a cloth, and of course I need to protect myself from the soil because there's a lot of insects in the tub I saw. I need to be safe to be sure on what will we find out inside the tub. So I quickly get the tub. I'm gonna spoon it. And you're gonna be shocked on what I did found inside the tub. Yes, you're right. It seems like the mother of Oro the Orosites has laid an egg from this tub. As you can see, there's dozens of larvae inside the tub. How fascinating is this? And how wonderful that the mother of Oro could have been first laid an egg inside this tub before the compost soil. How wonderful it is. I was truly shocked on what I see, because as you can see, they are all in good shape. They are all in L3 size and all are big. And as you can see, the cocoa peat is dark brown. It is great for Orosites. They love it. And as you can see, they all keep coming in. That's why I have decided to time-lapse the video, because this will be a whole long ride to count these larvae. As they go from one by one, I am truly shocked on what did I see in this tub. It seems like this kind of compost soil or cocoa peat has given them the right amount of nutrients. But I noticed something wrong. As you can see, there are earthworms inside the tub too. That can be a big factor that can kill the larvae before they become adults. So, I have a plan. I need to quickly get these larvae, get them out on this tub and bring them on separate containers so they can grow as how much as they want to grow, and they could pupate too. I am still amazed that they are all coming in, because I have counted it and it's on the 20 pieces and above, and it is still coming like candies. There are more coming, but I saw again some earthworms and some insects, even centipedes, on the substrate. This can harm the larvae because, as you can see, it is only a larvae and its skin is so soft and it's so fragile to other kinds of insects that can directly bite it. Beetle Universe, I am still in shock on what happened to this tub, because in the past months I didn't knew that there are larvae inside of it. Well, seems like the mother of these larvae has a lot of fun laying in this kind of subs. Well, I'll tell you what is the kind of substrate that I'm holding right now. It's wet and it's fully decomposed. So I think it has given the right amount of nutrition to the larvae. And I go to the last part. There are lots of larvae again. They are all coming like raindrops. What do you guys think? What should I name these larvae? And what will I do with it? In other places, this larvae is given to the poultry farm to feed to the chickens and ducks and geese. But they are lucky that we find them in our backyard. I quickly grab an plastic container because I can't contain them like this. We'll just count it. This is only temporary. Again, I do not advise you guys storing your larvae like this because there is a chance. Look at those mandibles. They could easily pierce out another larvae with that mandibles. But in this scenario, this kind of species, Orosite rhinoceros, is not that aggressive compared to the Calcasoma atlas. That kind of larvae, it freaking bites, and it can evenly kill itself with its mandible. So before doing like this, check the species of the larvae. As you can see again, there's a lot of earthworms in the pit. So in this situation, this compost pit is already been a vermicast. Yes, this is a fertilizer, great for plants. As I found some plants, dead plants. As you can see, there's an orchid, and as I search for the mother of this kind, I saw something like this one. So, what do you think is that thing? I think that is a horn from another beetle. It's not Orsites, but it's a beetle with horns. So I quickly grab a plastic container so I'm ready to contain these guys because I need to put them inside because the earthworms could eat them. So I'm doing this, I'm taking some small amount of substrate because if we move them without that subs and putting another kind of subs, they won't eat it because the smell of the substrate is not the same anymore. The tendency is they won't eat it and just leave it alone. And in that situation, the larvae could die. So I have get another kind of substrate from my another substrate area and put it inside. I have put it 4 larvae inside the container. So guys, what do you think? What will I do to these larvae? And to Oro? Looks like Oro, if you're listening to this, your brothers and sisters are here. To be continued.